A woman from Hawaii is being ordered to pay nearly $39,000 in restitution to American Airlines after authorities say she disrupted a flight from Phoenix. A U.S. district judge sentenced 29-year-old Cayla Farris to more than 3 months of prison time plus 3 years of supervised probation. Authorities say that Farris was on a flight from Phoenix to Honolulu in February of last year when she threatened the flight crew and other passengers. The plane's captain had to turn the plane around and land back here in Phoenix. And all new this morning, we are learning just how common flight disturbances like that are becoming these days. Since the pandemic, the FAA has reported a huge spike in unruly passengers.
Since 2021, the agency has reported more than 10,000 incidents. And as we head into the busy travel season, it wants people to know that there are consequences. So this morning, Sarah is joining us live from Sky Harbor, where thousands of people will be traveling next week for the Thanksgiving holiday. Is it busy out there this morning, Sarah?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, this has been a really big issue since the pandemic, as you mentioned, and the holidays can often be a very stressful time for people with family issues, financial stressors, and of course the stress of traveling can make all of those problems worse. That's why a Phoenix attorney tells me that it's always best to keep your emotions in check and be patient whenever you are flying, because the consequences can be very real. Phoenix attorney Russ Richelsoff says the two most common reasons he sees for unruly passengers are mental health issues and alcohol abuse. He says if you struggle with these issues, getting them under control as best you can before traveling is ideal. The National Alliance on Mental Illness suggests eating plenty or getting plenty of sleep, eating well, limiting your alcohol intake, taking required medications, and engaging in anxiety reduction practices like meditation. Often these arguments can start by a crew member asking something of a passenger, like moving gates, moving a bag, buckling, or to quiet down. He says it's best to follow directions the first time they are asked. He also says if you do get into an altercation, the consequences are big. If it escalates and crew members fear for their safety or for the safety of the flight, the pilot may turn the plane around. And if that happens, not only will you likely face jail or prison time, but the FAA and airlines can also hit you with severe fines.
If you're traveling by air, don't interfere with the flight crew. Interfering with the flight crew carries a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison, and that's if you don't use a weapon. If you threaten a flight crew member with a weapon, you can get life in federal prison. So the penalties for interfering with a flight crew are very severe.
Okay, so let's say, unfortunately, you do get charged and this happens to you. Well, an attorney could make the case that you are struggling with substance abuse issues or that you have a mental health disorder. However, a judge would probably still find you liable for some of these fines and you would still face prison time. Maybe it might not be as severe, but Richelsoff says the best thing to do is prevention here. He says that is always key, so do whatever you need to do to get through your flight safely and securely and without any disturbances. Guys, a good reminder heading into the holiday travel season. We know it can definitely be stressful.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sarah. Unfortunately, we have to remind people to just be nice to others.
Just be nice.
Right?
Just be kind. Just do unto others what you know, the golden rule. We learned that, always. I think, in kindergarten.
Yeah. Oh,